Hey guys, what is up? It is Dan Lags, and welcome back to episode 196 of Constructing Los Angeles. How's everybody doing? We are back on the city today, and judging by the length of the video, guys, today is going to be something a little bit different. We're trying something new. This is a historic moment here on the CLD series. Well, not really. We're just trying something new. But anyway, let me just go ahead and explain to start off. I'm actually not building right now. I'm just talking into my microphone. I'm doing a post commentary. All the building you see on screen right now has been pre-recorded. I got about an hour of footage of me starting to work on the Bedrock Tires factory in Los Angeles, something I've been wanting to work on for a long time. I finally got around to working on it. So basically what we're doing today is a new style of episode where I, again, go out and pre-record some of my building, and then I come back on later and do a little bit of a commentary over it. And instead of it being about 20 to 25 minutes like we normally do for our live building sessions of Los Angeles that are completely normal and, the custom of the series, we're doing about a 10-minute commentary for this instead of having it 25 minutes long or whatever. So it's a little bit shorter, but honestly, we're going to probably get more done on these videos than we would if we were recording live. So basically, like I said, I got about an hour of footage of me building this factory. And what I can do on these 10-minute videos is I can kind of just condense it down into like a 10-minute highlight of all the important parts of the build. So the parts where I might have messed up or we're just staring at the thing trying to think of new ideas. I can cut all that stuff out and really just show you guys all the building, basically. So I can also do speed ups if you want me to do that. I can, zoom the video like super fast and like so you guys can see like time lapses of builds and things like that if you want me to do that for this kind of thing. But this has been a style of episode that I've hinted about last few times of CLD on 194 and 195, and we're finally giving it a shot today. So you guys are gonna have to give me some feedback. Let me know if you like this style of CLD more. I personally like just making the videos. I think this is a little bit more fun for me because not only do I get a chance to build more on my own without having to live commentate, which is very difficult sometimes, trying to be productive while answering the question of the day, while making sure that I'm not being silent while I'm trying to count things or whatever. So it is really nice for me personally. I think I personally like this way a little bit better. That doesn't mean I'm going to get rid of the other way. That's still going to be the majority of the videos. But I think what I might do, if you guys are liking this style of CLD, is I might go like maybe every other episode or maybe once every 2 to 3 episodes I'll do a 10-minute video, just have with the post commentary instead of doing like one of our 20 to 25 minute videos with the live commentary. So you guys are gonna have to let me know about that. As far as the building, real quick, let me just get to that. Again, I'm building the Bedrock Tires factory, which is one of the cool company names that we have in Los Angeles. So we have the Bedrock Tires, we got the Taylor Swiftness, we got Danville's Anvils. So I'm finally building a factory on this world. I've hinted about this for a while, and I think I'm finally going to use that space in between the stadium and the theater to build this factory. So I'm going to be adding some smokestacks to this place, and I'm also just going to be adding like this huge window and things like that. And I get a decent amount of it done just on this video alone. So that's good. That's another thing, like I mentioned. A lot more progress is made on these videos, despite the fact that they're probably half as long. Not 100% sure how I feel about the smokestack so far. It might be a little bit tall, maybe a little bit wide. But, trial and error will always, play itself out, and I'll be able to, perfect the design. But I really like it so far. I think it's a little bit ironic that I'm using clay, as I did bash that a couple episodes back. Well, not really bash it, but I counted it as one of my blocks that I didn't like in this city texture pack. But for whatever reason, I'm using it for this build. I thought like an orangey stained clay look, because it's funny because regular clay in the city texture pack kind of looks like hardened clay in the default. So that's kind of like what my thought process was with this. I kind of wanted to build like a super sized version of the warehouse that I just added to my PC server recently. For those of you who may not know what that is, I built like a warehouse for survival on my PC server, made out of hardened clay and black stained glass. It looked pretty good. So that's kind of the inspiration that I got for this Bedrock Tires factory design. So I got this big curving window on the front with the 2 smokestacks, and then I have some smaller sections with some windows off to the side. In the back of the building, I'm probably going to add a parking lot and some loading decks for some like off ramps and things like that for chemicals to be, shipped in and out of the tire factory. So we're gonna have to put a big logo on the top. I was fiddling around with the logo idea for a little bit. Didn't really come up with anything I liked, but who knows? Maybe eventually I'll figure that one out. But as far as the building side of things on this kind of episode, I definitely get a lot of stuff done. That's for sure, because I can just do some pre-recording. I can record for as long as I want. Just simply hit the record button while I'm building, and just go to work. I don't have to worry about time limits or anything like that, because I can always come back and edit it up later. So I honestly think this is a pretty cool style of CLD. I know that it's sometimes change is a little weird for people on YouTube. I get it. I'm the same way with people that I watch. Just give it a chance, guys. Give it a chance. Again, it's not going to be every episode. We're still going to do a majority of the episodes the normal way, the way that you guys have grown to love, you've grown to be accustomed to. Just our classic CLD live commentaries where I build and talk and all that shenanigans. It's not going away. I can't emphasize that enough. As far as question of the day goes for these kind of videos, you might be wondering, I could answer more than one, because I can focus on it. I don't have to worry about trying to build and talk at the same time. I can answer more than one if I want. It just really depends on the kind of submissions that you're giving me in the comments, because sometimes I'll read a whole comment section and I find questions that have already been answered before, which has been a little bit of an issue. Because we've answered so many of these things now. You guys are running out of questions, and I don't really blame you, to be honest. So all I got to say about that is that questions can be related to anything. It doesn't have to be related to Los Angeles. It doesn't have to be related to Minecraft. It can be anything. I'm not going to answer one today just because this is just kind of like the trial episode, just to see how it goes. So I wanted to just kind of focus on the, explaining how this works and the style of this episode, rather than spending 5 minutes of it talking about a question of the day, which might be what we do in the future. You know what I mean? So, yeah, pros and cons. Obviously, I think there's a lot of pros. There's only a few cons I can think of. We already mentioned the pros, get a little bit more stuff done. I can talk afterwards. Don't have to worry about getting distracted. I'm not going to be using filler words as much, hopefully. I'm not going to have to do awkward counting of blocks on camera. Nobody likes that. I don't like that. I don't know about you guys, but that's always frustrating. And some cons I can think of off the top of my head. The number one thing would just be, the traditional CLD. Obviously, it's not that. Another thing I can think of would be, you don't see like every little detail of what I build or what I'm thinking when I'm building it. You know what I mean? I'll try to do my best to illustrate what I was thinking about when I was putting together the designs during the post commentary, which is what I'm doing right now. So kind of just talk about what I was thinking with the build, and just so you guys kind of know what I was thinking, because obviously that's one of the things about doing the live comments. You guys know exactly what I'm thinking when placing all the blocks and stuff like that. So that's always a cool feature. So that's definitely one of the cons. It's a little bit different, but overall I think the pros outweigh the cons for me to do videos like this every once in a while for CLD. It mixes it up for me, which is important, because recording the same style of video over and over and over again can get a little bit repetitive, and it's definitely a lot more fun for me to focus on the building aspect of it without having to talk, and then coming back on later and just kind of talking about it. And this is like my main focus right now, making sure that I'm articulating my words and stuff like that and not being a dunce. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Again, these things are going to be about 10 minutes long, so, with the intro and the outro, about 9 minutes of me rambling on about something. Should be a good old time. So you guys got to give me your feedback. Seriously, though, guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Just express your opinions. I think this could be cool every once in a while, and you guys got to let me know. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Just a few things about the Bedrock Tire Factory before I close up. I thought this was a perfect space for it, like I said, in between the stadium and the theater. I was thinking about putting it behind the stadium, in the space behind the parking lot, back over by the ocean side of the stadium, but I think I might actually reserve that space for a harbor, like we've talked about. I've also thought about the area past the Ferris wheel, up on that hilly area in the northern part of the map, but I think I'm just going to pass on that and build it right here. This is a lot in the world that's been sitting empty for way too long, and it's finally something that we got to fill in. So that was pretty much my thought process when starting up this thing. You guys got to let me know about the blocks that I'm using. Again, I still think it's pretty ironic that I'm using clay, but honestly, I don't think it looks too bad after, you know, spending about an hour on the front here. So hopefully the progress will continue to pile up, and it'll turn into something that's pretty cool when it's done. I want to build like these little like panels, or like tubes of sludge that kind of pour into the ocean, because I think that would kind of like show like pollution in the factory. Something, just a funny little touch to add. So we'll probably do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this different kind of CLD. It's a little bit different. Again, leave your feedback. What do you guys think about this style of CLD? I like it. Hopefully you guys like it too. So thanks for watching, everybody. Leave your question of the day submissions in the comment section as always, and we'll get one of those for next episode. Next episode is just going to be a normal episode, by the way, but I'll talk about you know, your feedback and what you thought about it, and I will see you guys then. So guys, it's been Dan Lags. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Give it a like if you did, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.